Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to be back on camera. I have truly missed y'all. And today's video is actually a review by the company, by the name of Lamora Beauty. Lamora sent me some brushes a few weeks ago and I took my time using them and really forming my opinion about them and what I think about them, and I like to share that with you. So if you're interested in hearing about brushes and how I use these brushes, then you know exactly what you have to do. You need to keep on watching. He's mine. First thing is I'd like to show you the case that the brushes came in. It's actually two sides, and these are the leather cases that they came in, and you can see here the actual word Lamora written on the case. The cases are very sturdy. As a matter of fact, I read the instructions on the cases, and the case said to be careful how you open it because it can get a little stuck. It comes with these little buttons here, and this side has the clamps right here, and buttons you can put it, of course, back on top of each other, and it will close, and you can take it as a travel case. And I think they're very good and sturdy. Nice leather. Has that leathery type smell to it, and I'm not sure if it's leather or pleather, but it still has that type of smell to it, and very good. And I actually use both halves. This one has most of the brushes that are either from Sedona Lace or MAC, and this case has all of Lamora brushes in them. So I'm not going to go through and explain exactly what each brush does and what I use it for. I'm just going to pick out a couple. Most of these brushes I've already used today, or have used them for a couple days and have not washed them out yet. I first liked, this one is probably my second favorite, and this is a slanted head brush. This brush I use mainly for getting into that little area here on my brow. I really like the way it just lays that product there. I have used this brush also to get a precise contour on one of my clients that I did makeup for recently. So I really like this brush. I love how all the brushes are very soft. You can tell these brushes are not cheap brushes. I mean, I've received brushes from other companies that are cheap, but these are not cheap brushes. The bristle heads, I haven't had anything to fall out, anything broken. The little heads here are very sturdy, don't seem like they'll break loose or anything like that. So I really like these brushes from Lamora. The second brush that is, well, I said the second brush, but another brush that's my favorite is this brush here. This brush doesn't have a pointed head. It's more of a just kind of like a dome type brush, but a short one. And I like this brush in particular because I can use any of my primer product and to just cover my lid with the Pro Longwear Painterly and really get the best coverage over my entire lid. It's not streaky or clunky or anything, and this brush gives me the utmost coverage as far as applying all of that primer or all of the Painterly Paint Pot by MAC on my lid, as well as if you have any type of like product that is cream, these brushes are absolutely perfect. Like I said, it doesn't waste product. It'll get all of that product in the area that you need, and I really do suggest Lamora brushes. I've had MAC brushes and Sedona Lace and Sigma. I actually still have an order that's on its way from Sigma. But these brushes right here have won my heart. This is my blush brush that I use. Really just put that color on my cheeks. Oh, I love it. It's so soft. You can also use this as a foundation brush. But I have so many foundation brushes, I opted to use this as that. This brush, I've used it as a foundation brush, and it has that stiff stippling type head. Really put that product on, stipple it, and then you can really brush it in. I love this brush. I love all of them. So you're gonna hear me say, I love a lot. My favorite of all of them is this little brush here. This little brush, if you can see, it has a little tip of a head on it. The little head on it. And I use it as a crease brush to really give myself a precision. And I absolutely love this little tip here because it gives me the ability to drag that product from one point to the other, and it still stays precise. I can go from one point to the other and it stays precise, and then I can really just make motions, circles here, and just drag the product and actually blend it out. Love this brush. And it, like I said, like the other brushes, it doesn't waste product. Great, great, great. I think these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piece set. These two brushes I've not used yet. This looks like a slanted stippling brush. I can imagine you could probably use this for contour here to hollow your cheeks, if you want to use it for under eye concealer. I can imagine you could use it for that, you know, just to blend your foundation in or whatever. And this looks like the smaller version of it. These two are the same brushes. This is just one bigger and one smaller. And that's pretty much how these brushes are. You get a small one, a big version and a small version of these brushes. And I love the cases, of course. I love these brushes. And so again, I want to say Lamora Beauty, thank you so much for sending me these brushes, and I have been using them since you guys sent them to me. I'm so appreciative for you sponsoring this this video. So that's about it. Like I said, I didn't want to go into details about these brushes. I just want to tell you, Lamora, they really did great. They have great brushes. I've heard someone try to compare these to RC Cosmetics and some of the other brushes, but I must say, in my opinion, this is in no comparison to RC Cosmetics or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, RC Cosmetics have great brushes, but you get what you pay for. These brushes are more on the higher end. They may not be as cheap as RC Cosmetics, but they're in the line up there with Sigma and Sedona Lace, and they're worth it. And I just want to let you know, the world know that, you know, you have, when you get a good brush, your makeup comes out fabulous. And so that's what we're doing it for. That's why we use brushes, right? So if you want to get a great application for your makeup, then I suggest you pick up some Lamora brushes. Thank you so much again. You all have a fabulous one.